guys, welcome back to Finally Home in Bama. I'm Deb.
And I'm Rob.
And we've got a surprise for you.
Yes, we do.
We've been a little bit busy and maybe a little off the radar for a couple weeks again, but we've been busy. Let me show you what we've been up to. Take a look. Rob is a little bit busy right now. We are out here on a Saturday and he has got the push mower going with the bagger. We're taking what we're grabbing and we are putting it in our raised bed. We've almost got it filled up to where we are ready to put in the soil for the other raised bed. Well, you didn't see, I did another raised bed out in the food forest out in the front yard. So anyways, but what we're doing this Saturday is we are going around with our electric fence. It hasn't been working because we had moved it and different things, and then we had a tree come down, and we'll show that to you here in a little bit. So where the wire was stretched across where we were going to connect the two electric fences, that didn't work because the tree messed that up on the fence. So anyways, we are getting busy on getting this electric fence back electrified. So anyways, that's our project for today, and it might not sound really exciting, but compile this with what's going on in the rest of the video. He is working so hard. You might not be able to tell, but this is on a hill. And yesterday I was push mowing to collect some more grass clippings and leaves. And the self-propelled belt, I think, has slipped off or something, and we can't find it to get it back on. So he is actually pushing the self-propelled, which that's a heavy mower. So he's doing good. My goodness. I gave up when that happened. I'm like, I'm done. So now what we're doing is he's going to take that bag of clippings there. And then you can see over there is the raised beds. So that's where he's dumping it, is over there in the new raised bed, which you can't see the new raised bed because I've got a lot of herbs and green beans and all that stuff over there. So this is the fencing that we're using. It's just the chicken fence. It's what poultry. Is it? Poultry netting from Premier One. You can get it off of Premier One's website or off of Amazon. You can see that they get closer together the lower that they go. We're getting ready to connect two pieces of fence here. These are two separate pieces of fence.
This is 165 feet and this next run's 165 feet or 160, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. We'll put the link in the video down below where we purchased it at. So if you want to go on there and purchase it, it'll be with our affiliate link for Amazon. So
when you connect them together, this is how you connect the electric part.
Because there's that little clip right there from the other fence, and it connects to this one here. And same thing on the other side.
Probably wouldn't have to connect them both, but if you got them, might as well use them.
Might as well.
Well, I was thinking.
And then you just tie them together, and that's kind of nice because you can shut the fence off, and then that can be a gate. So he's got one of his propagation beds over here, and so he can come over here. I can. He can come over here and use this as a gate instead of walking all the way around.
I think I'll go ahead and tie both.
Double tie.
Well, I got this string here.
Oh wait, you're picking up them. There you go. So then the electric's going to be coming through this fence, and now it's going to connect the electric to this fence here. And then you've got ties on down.
I'll let you get the bottom.
So one of the things that with electric fencing is it can short out. One of the things with the Premier fencing that we have found is that if by some reason your fence is shorting out, one of the first things to do is check and make sure that this is not underneath this like extension that goes into the ground for your second prong.
Yep, that will short it out really bad.
It will short it out really bad. This one here doesn't have electricity running through it.
The very bottom
one will. So this is okay to rest on the ground. This is okay because it's already under the main foot that goes in. but don't let that strand go through.
Or any of these up here, like over here. See how that's just kind of laying on the ground? And look over here, how it's laying on the ground. We don't live in a flat area, so we have hills and all that kind of stuff. So what we have to do is we have to put a holdy-uppy thingy in there to hold it up.
Basically what it is it's one of these white poles from Premier One. You can get those, and it's got the little cap on it that you just insert right here, and then it'll hold it up off of the ground so it doesn't short out. Yeah. And we'll put the link to those.
That, or you can just make a stick out of some 1x2s, which I did. We'll show you some of that here in a minute when we get to them. So this is the holdy-uppy things, the official ones from Premier One. But like I said, you can just make a stick. So what I do is I just loop it in a time or two. Make sure you go up the same run, so it's not like all going zigzaggedy. And then on the top, it's got like a little slot. I don't know if you can see that little slot where you just kind of lock that in, and then that will hold that up. So then now I just put that wherever I want it, stretch it out a little bit, and good to go.
Now it's not on the ground anymore.
Yep.
Sweet. On to the next. Hi guys. All right, so that chore is done. We ended up having to go pick up some of the roping and some of the stakes and finishing out because the netting didn't flow out the rest of the way like we were wanting it to cover all the ground. We got a section of, I think, 100 foot of the 30-inch netting, and it was Premier One fencing. And then we got just the Intella rope, I think is what it's called. We got a roll of that, and so we were able to finish out the fencing like we needed to. So we've got the fencing done. That was a big thing. We got it all cleared out so it doesn't short out and everything like that. So now on to the next step. And I'm tired. It's been a long, long day, but that's okay. I'm sitting here, I'm enjoying my front flower bed and my view of the mountains, and it's just beautiful. Rob's finishing up watering. I did a little bit of weed eating and blowing off after we mowed and stuff. So, like I said, it's been a long day. We're ready to go inside, get our showers. We're going to fix some keto pizza for dinner because it's one of our fast, quick meals. So anyways, we're going to sign off for tonight. We'll be back in just a minute of your time, but a day of our time. All right, guys, now we're on to another part of the project. Yeah?
Right, yep.
So we're in Rob's garage now.
Yeah, so don't judge me on my garage. It's a very worked in garage. It gets lots of messes made. Lots of messes made. So what we have here is a little thing I just made a few minutes ago. Just made a little arch to bend this pipe. Let me show you what it does real quick first, and then we'll talk about how I made that. So I just got it kind of clamped in there. You can see it's just a regular piece of top rail for fencing. I'm going to take and bend that around there, and slide it in through, and again. You want to keep it level, so I got this here set to kind of hold the height there. And then that's as far as I need to bend it, because I'm going to cut this off here because of the size that I'm making. So let me grab the other one and do the other one while I'm at it. Oh!
Oops! You got to cut that off anywho, right?
Yeah, it's a bad spot for sure right there. Try the other end. You can see these are old rusted pipes here. All right, so I'm going to show you what you do if you get obviously this isn't going to be any good for me. Let me go get something that'll help here. Okay, so what I did is I got a bigger size diameter pipe to give me a little bit extra leverage. So slide that over there, get it back sitting flat, and just continue. That's what we want.
All right.
Something like that.
Sweet.
So what I did is I just have this flexible piece of old paneling stuff that I, for making the arch, what I did is I clamped this piece over here on the table by basically putting a clamp here to hold it in place. But you can hold it however you want. And I just basically put it in an arc and then measured the distance that I wanted. I wanted about 4 foot across. So when I did that, then I took and traced that out on my thing. That's how I got my arc. Now you can make any size, any shape, you know, these you want. But that's how I did it, just as a quick 10-minute jig to make it. Now you can buy these pre-made and probably a lot better quality, but I made this for free, so that's just kind of how I do. I don't know how to spend money only when needed, right?
Right. All right, guys, welcome back to Finally Homestead. He's making a little bit of noise. We're back out here today, and now we're making a little shelter. And so what he's done is, you saw him bending the pipes just a minute ago. You saw him bending the pipes just a minute ago. And so what he's got is, he's got one of them at the end, on each end, and then one of them in the center, a rib in the center, just to kind of give that middle support. He's got 2 tubes that he has built at the very end to make it so it's easy to pull or push, and that way we can move it around.
You're making too much noise over there.
I'm making noise over here. Sorry. So anyways, we've got some metal that we have just laying around here that was left over from when Zach,
when we tore down a shed at his house up in Michigan 4 or 5 years ago.
So we've got that
5 or
metal.
6 years ago, actually, probably.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So now we're still using that metal, and we used it on the Silky Coop, the $29.95 Silky Coop. Check out that video. And so now, what is that?
These are pole barn screws, sheet metal screws that it's got the 1/4 inch drive hex head, and they drill through metal, so it goes right through the metal and through the pipe.
And that's what he's installing the tin on the ribs with. So that's what he's in the process of doing now. Okay. Snug as a bug in a rug.
These have a little rubber neoprene washer, basically, that smashes out and keeps it from leaking.
So now what's going in that shelter isn't going to get wet. Very wet. I'm putting you back on the stand. There we go. All right. So we're getting ready to put the sides on, and basically it's just 3 sheets, and they're 10 foot long a piece. So we're going to go grab the last 2 so we can get the sidewalls on. We'll be right back. All right, guys, the hut's done. Another project checked off?
Yeah, well, it's done almost. I mean, we was discussing, we're a little concerned about those sharp edges of the metal, so we're going to do some research on how to protect, make that safer, because they might like it for a back scratcher. I don't know.
Right. And then we need to we're going to put a 2x6 at the bottom, that way that they don't throw bedding out and stuff like that. So
I'm kind of thinking the airflow underneath there might be good for the summertime. It gets hot. It's fixing to get pretty hot down here.
Yeah.
down here in Alabama. So
luckily they're here in the trees though.
Oh yeah, it's in the shade, full shade. Well,
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much all day it'll be shade right here.
Yep.
And they'll have good, like a wind tunnel almost in there. So.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's put together, and I think I'm going to trim the other end off evenly because the sheets they're not all the same length. So I'm going to trim that up, but not until after we determine how we're going to finish those sharp edges.
Yep.
So we'll do some research. And
all right.
Okay, so let me show you a quick trick. So I ended up going and getting one single pull noodle just as a test to see how that would work doing that. But we got to cut a little slot in it. So let me show you a trick. I use these blades, but you see they get dull, you know, after a little while. So for something like this, the best thing to do is take it out and use that back edge, and that's the perfect. That will provide the perfect angle for cutting a slot in something like that. And stick that right back in there, and then we're still good to go. So there we go. I'll let you put it in.
All right. All right, y'all. It's Friday afternoon, or Friday after work, and we got off work and started right away. We kind of made a little enclosure here on our trailer. Got hinges there for a door to go across. Now we're working on a little ramp. You guys still wondering what we're up to? You'll see here in just a few.
All right, guys, we are on the home stretch here. We got ourselves a set of cooney breeding. Breeding pair of coonies, and we got them back here on the trailer, and almost to our road. Been going really slow, 20 to 30 miles an hour, because I don't want to get them riled up. Of course, this bumpy road, man, I tell you what. So, man, look at how white them arms are. You see why I cut my sleeves off? Man, them arms are white. Anyhow, so might not get a chance to show you me unloading them because I'm by myself. And I'm gonna try to get them unloaded with as little of commotion as possible. So I'm not gonna take the time to set up a tripod, I don't believe. Here's our road. Here we are. Almost home. Okay, let me show you what I'm doing. My trick, we don't have a gate here, but we've got the electric fence, 3 stands of electric fence. So I've dropped the 2 top wires. You can see I dropped the 2 top wires down to the bottom one so that I could kind of go over top of it with the trailer. And I've got these guys in here getting ready to set up the ramps, but here, take a quick peek. Backed up to the gate, and here they are. Harry and Hazel. Looks like Hazel's taking a little nap. So let's get this gate opened up. I got it kind of screwed shut because this is just my makeshift trailer here. You like that stuff? There you go. amazing the power they have to dig up that dirt like that. So Deb got that a little bit wet right there because we thought right below the water barrel would be a good place for them to make a wallow. So she got it a little bit wet. I'll probably get the hose turned back on and do that. Get that a little bit more wet for them. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go check on Hazel. So I'm gonna see if I can set that down and just let it, okay, so I'm gonna go check on Hazel because she hasn't moved yet. Harry's okay, he's liking that. So I'm not necessarily any rush on getting her out of the trailer other than I've got this fence kind of down low at that point. So I'd like to get that raised back up. So in the meantime, oh, she's sitting up a little bit. I'll give this to her, see what she thinks. There you go, there's some water, Hazel. See what you think of that. Yeah, it looks like maybe she was thirsty. She's like, oh, I want a bath. I'm gonna climb in it and take a bath. Oh yeah, now she's up and about. She's like, oh, I think I'll come on out and mosey around and see what's up. It looks like Harry is up and about over there, standing up on, not sure what he's doing. I left the hose turned on over there. So I'm gonna head back that way. Maybe Hazel will follow me. Seems to be just as content as can be. And there's a bowl of food right there. And he's not offering to do anything to that. Where's it at? Oh yeah. He's like turning over. Like, oh yeah, get that side. It's like, yay, a drinking fountain. That's funny. He likes that. Okay, let's see here. I just put the spray on for her. Kind of hit her in the face with it just a little bit accidentally and kind of got her a little stirred up. And now she's like, oh, what do we got here? A drinking fountain. Oh, she's like, I'm just gonna lay here and maybe soak it in. There we go. Down to the water. Looks like she made her down. Oh, look at that, on the ground. All right, let's go ahead and set that whole bowl down there for you, girl.
So now they're all settled in. They're enjoying their waller.
Can you see him back there?
Yeah, you can see him. It looks like Harry's giving Hazel kisses. They're so cute. Anyways, they have came around. They've met the chickens back in the back and all of that good stuff. And I think they're settling in pretty good, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So, oh, I don't know what. He's like wanting some attention, and she's like, I'm wallering. I'm wallering. So
they're working on digging out that waller, make it a dip and stuff. So we keep spraying the water over there so it keeps getting soft, and they keep playing it. They love it.
Yeah, they love it. Our son Zach asked if we were watering them to help them grow. So, anyways, but I feel like a homesteader. What do you think?
We're official homesteaders now. There's just no no denying it now.
So we got chickens and we've got pigs, guys. So anyways, but this is a breeder pair of Cooney Coons. They are a proven breeder pair. They have already had, what, 2 litters?
2 litters, I think they said.
I think that's what they said. So, but we really appreciate Mark and Sabrina. They have walked us through getting them settled step by step.
Absolutely, yeah.
They have came over here, and Mark helped us with the fence to take a look at it, and just walked around, gave us a bunch of good information. Sabrina has too. We've texted many times back and forth, and I'm sure we'll continue. So anyways, you guys are such a blessing for providing awesome this. Blessing. Oh my goodness, this is just wonderful. Yep. And so anyways, I'm sure we're going to go and keep connected and everything like that, which is wonderful. I just
cranked that thing down, didn't you?
I didn't mean to. Oops.
Trying to tip it barely getting her head.
Okay. So anyways, we're just glad that, you know, we've got people in our lives that just the way that things work out. One of our friends, Mama Mayo, Christy, she is the one that put us in touch with Mark and Sabrina. And I mean, just, we've got some pretty awesome friends. We do. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what we're going to be doing with these little guys. Well, big guys. They're not so little. And I'll tell you what, though, it's funny because they say Cooney Coons are the smaller breeds, and I'm like, I'm glad we didn't go with bigger.
Yeah, because these guys are probably anywhere from 3 to close to 400, I think. He's probably close to 400, I would think.
He's getting a drink.
Oh yeah,
it's like a drinking fountain to him.
You probably already saw some clips of him doing that.
He's just too cute. Oh, they're so cute. We just enjoy. We sat out here yesterday afternoon and just watched them because they're cool. They're fun to watch.
Well, plus we're wanting to make sure that they're getting adjusted to the fence and not want to, go past it and all that stuff. So they made a good. They already know the fencing. They know what it's like. So.
Yep, absolutely. So anyways, we're going to spend a little bit more time with these little piggies and
little.
Yes. They're going to have little piggies one of these days.
Yep.
So you're going to have to stay tuned now because we've got more stuff that we're going to be doing to get them even more settled than what they are now. And who knows what else is going to be added to the farm in the near future.
Right.
So.
Never know.
That's right. Right. Exactly. Oh, he's right behind you now. Yep. Get some things done here. We've got a chicken coop to get back on.
Yep, gonna get on little Ricky's chicken coop. So he can get his hair and get him moved in with him.
Yep. So that's going to be fun because they like to go over that way.
Yeah.
So, anyways, well, you guys have a blessed Sunday, and we will
catch you on the south side.
God bless all.
God bless.
Bye.